We are ready to begin.
Hello, this is... Girl, I don't think that's facing you at all.
Welcome back to
Mija Square.
We love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us once again.
Here with us.
And if you're seeing us in the same clothes, yes, we are. Don't judge us.
Because we're sucias, okay? We're mugrosa.
No, we're literally filming back to back.
I know. I'm doing no change February. Wait, we're not in February.
Wow.
Yeah, you're so
Alzheimer's?
judgmental.
Mija, do you want to share with the class the good
Class
news?
what? Ooh. You mean, okay. If we were children,
No.
sure what?
The good news.
Oh, that Jesus came.
No. Well, that's good news.
That's an important message.
That's good news too.
But I'm a sinner. I'm a pecadora. But that's the good news, guys.
No, I'm.
Oh, mija, that I lost 10 pounds. Lost 10 pounds.
Yay!
And I have
told me
a lot more to go.
We've lost 20 pounds.
She's lying.
Total weight.
No,
No,
she's lost 70
lost 10.
pounds. 70 pounds. She used to have a double chin.
I still have one a little bit.
Girl,
It's not fully gone.
this is the double chin. That's a whole lot of chin.
Yeah.
70. No, guys, if you guys knew her, how old is Cutie Patootie?
5 months.
If you knew her 5 months ago, she'd be a big mija. She's not as big anymore.
I know.
She has a neck now.
We still got a few pounds to go.
I got a whole lot of pounds, mija.
Yeah,
I got a whole lot.
Yeah, but it's a start. It's a start. I remember when I first lost the first 10 pounds. I'm like, yeah.
You got a mojada over.
Yeah.
I see you. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I see you, and I think, I wonder how I would look thinner. Because you look good.
Dude, remember when you first lost weight?
The 40 pounds?
Weight? Yeah.
Well, you never where are the confidence when I need him?
Yes, we did. Mijo and I, we did.
Mijo would say he never noticed. Mijo would always say, I don't see it.
Well, maybe we didn't see it at first, but when I look back at pictures, I'm like, te veías bien chula, güey.
When?
When we went and bought you that big old boba.
Oh, yeah.
The yard boba.
I miss those days. Those were good days.
Those were good days. Yeah, those were fun.
But people grow up. People move on.
Yeah.
I lost 40 pounds.
Yeah, you could do it, Mia. You could do it again.
This time it has to be for good, though, because being fat is not easy.
No.
Not easy to wipe your butt when you poop.
To take a shower.
To wash your hoo-ha.
Dude, I would get tired just standing in the shower. I can attribute that to pregnancy, but even before that way. Like before pregnancy. I would have a little bench in there. I would have a little bench in there because I couldn't.
You had that hard of a time?
I had that hard of a time.
I think because I've been fat my whole life, my body couldn't get used to it. Okay. I mean, I get tired, but I get tired when I'm trying to wash my hoo-ha because I have to prop my leg on the wall. And like holding it up is and then having to kind of bend over a little bit to wash. Yeah. That's hard. Yeah. That's hard, especially on my.
I still can't see my bun, but almost.
You can't?
No, not yet. But I feel like I'm close.
Yeah.
I'll try to suck it in, but I'm still not there.
Oh, dude, there's times
if I lift it up though, I can see it now.
Oh, I'm happy for you. I can't do that. You know, on your pubic area, you get ingrown hairs. Well, there's times where I'm like trying to like pop them, and I literally have to like. This is me.
Yeah,
you can't.
Dude, tying your shoes sucks too.
Yeah, putting socks on. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy at all. It's hard, dude. I couldn't even cross my legs. Wait.
What do you mean cross your legs?
Like this. I can cross.
Because the logo in between your legs.
Yeah, dude. Now I can do it. I'm like, wow, it's so easy now.
Okay, I want to know.
Yeah, I used to like sit like a dude with the foot on top of the knee.
She would make the number 4.
Yeah, the number 4 with my legs. Now, mija, I can fully cross my legs.
Is it tiring to sit like that?
No, it actually feels so comfortable.
Please intrigue me. What is it? Because you were big.
I was big, yeah.
She was a big girl. Not as big as me. I beat literally everybody I know. But what difference is there?
The differences that I've noticed is just walking, my feet don't ache. My feet used to ache every time like I would go on walks. That's why I wouldn't want to walk, because the bottom of my feet would ache. Now when I walk, I'm like, no me duelen las patas at all. Me huelen, pero no me duelen.
They put me on a strict 1,500 calorie. I've surpassed it a little bit, just a little bit. Because
dude, but even if you go past that a little bit, that's still less.
Yeah, because the doctor told me anywhere from 18 and 15 you lose weight. I don't think I surpassed 18. I've
been losing weight at 19.
Shut up. But see, you breastfeed too.
Oh yeah,
sucks everything out of you.
Yeah, when you breastfeed, you burn an extra 500.
So should I get pregnant and have the baby? You can have the baby. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. It's a joke, guys. I have a question for you though. Mm-hmm. If you were a teenager again, what advice would you give yourself? If you can sit little nutters down and be like, look, I gotta talk to you for a bit, what advice would you give her?
Wow. There's so much I could tell myself. First of all, I would probably give junior high me a big hug.
You would?
Yeah, because a lot of my feelings were not validated, especially by this woman who I still love very much. And I really appreciate her now more than ever. But she had her own stuff and her own things that she was dealing with. And so she didn't have the capacity to really, as much as it sucks, put me first, because she was going through a lot. But I would like truly just give my junior high self a big hug.
Yeah.
And be like, it does suck, but you're gonna be okay.
It's okay.
But yeah, that's one thing that I would do. I would say, I know it sucks, but it's gonna get better. I feel like where I was, I could never look forward to where I am now. I couldn't picture it.
Oh,
how it is now. Like, I would dream of it, but I was like, I don't. You can dream of it, but you don't actually like believe it sometimes.
Did you, when you were a child, were you one of the women that would dream of having a husband and children?
I was. I loved Disney movies, so I always wanted like my happy ending. And it's not a happy ending how it is in the movies, but it's as close to it as it can be, because I truly am happy in my marriage. There's hard times, and there's always going to be hard times, because that's the reality, but like I'm genuinely happy.
See, I wish I had a moment like that where I would say, I would give my teen self a hug, because I feel like as a kid I actually didn't really feel much. It sounds really bad, but I blocked.
You probably suppressed it and blocked it, like,
I did.
To protect yourself.
I did. And I always remember, what I do remember, and I wish like I can go back to that, is I genuinely did not care one bit what people thought or said about me. I remember feeling things, and then I'd be like, well, oh well. And then it would roll off of me like water rolls off of a goose's or a swan's back, right? It just rolls off. And that was me. I was a loner. I did my own thing. I never really felt sorry for myself. I would just kind of do me. If I can talk to my teen self, I would just talk to her. I would just talk to her like, hey, how are you feeling? Like, how are you doing? Or what's new? I would just talk to her because I feel like I didn't have anybody to talk to as a teen. And maybe that's why I never really expressed myself. I learned how to do that when I was older, which is why I have trouble now. But as a teen, I would have just talked to myself.
Yeah.
I would have told her, you know what, how did that make you feel? How are you? And I'd be like, girl, you're good. That way I would learn at an early age how to deal with emotions, or how to properly process, or how to know what I feel, or instead of learning now in my 30s. So that's what I would do. That way she would learn how to not suppress, but rather deal with it. Does that make sense? That's what I would do.
There's something that I would tell my younger self too, even though I was going through a lot of different things. I would tell myself please don't think about boys. Boys are stupid. They're stinky. They smell. They're stupid. Have fun. Don't take it so serious. Especially high school, junior high. I wish I would have never even had a boyfriend because it was just a unnecessary distraction. I would have focused having fun with friends, going to the movies, creating memories with my friends who I wasn't going to see in high school. And then even in high school, not fine, flirting with boys, doing that, whatever, but not trying to have a boyfriend or trying to be booed up for what, I don't know. That's what sometimes I wish I could tell my younger self. It's okay to be boy crazy. It's okay to have crushes. It's okay to flirt and be cutesy with boys, but don't actually want something serious. Just have fun and build your friendships. Enjoy your time in high school. Join clubs. Do all the stuff that I feel like I did do pretty good towards the end. But I still was focused on boys. I wish I would have just not done that and just gone all out and taken more risks. Because in high school, so one of the things that I wanted to do was musical theater. I wish I would have just taken the risk and taken the L. If it was gonna be an L, I wanted to audition for an academy of music and art, an art and music academy. So I never did it because of the fear of rejection.
You should have done it.
I know. And then now I wonder, what if?
Yeah.
What if I would have done it? What if I would have tried? What if I would have gotten accepted? What if they would have given me a scholarship to go? Then I never know because I never did it. I never auditioned. So that's something that I would tell myself. Just take the risk. F it, just do it.
I would have told my 10-year-old self, join soccer. Just do it. Because being fat is hard. Join soccer,
it really is, dude.
Start running. I would have just stay in soccer because I was going to join soccer, but I chickened out. Join soccer. Yeah, just do the sports. I should have done it. I just should have done it. I should have done that. I wouldn't be as big.
I wanted to do volleyball, but I didn't like the shorts. I was very insecure in my body.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But the volleyball shorts are insanely short. For no reason. I'm why? What's the purpose? I used to play in basketball shorts in middle school. Why do they have to be riding up your butt for you to be able to play volleyball?
And show all that thigh, huh?
Yeah, dude, all the girl. It was literally calzones. They were wearing calzones. And then I had a friend though. She was like, no, you don't have to have them like that. You could just she had biker short length.
And oh my gosh, this conversation is making me
Is it true?
No, it's a good thing.
Oh.
There's so many things I suppressed. It's man, I should have done that. I should have gotten a boyfriend. I never did it. Yeah, I should have gotten a boyfriend just to experience it.
También, I wish I would have told myself échale ganas, dude. Agárrate una carrera.
Yeah.
Because now you're struggling. But who knows? Who knows? Like, maybe I'll look back at this and be like, wow, that's my mentality and I'm somewhere else, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's supposed to be the way that it is, right? Like our last one, right? No hay mal que por bien no venga. Because with kids and everything, it's a little harder. I can still do it though. Si me propongo, I can still do it.
Yeah, we can. That's the thing with time. As long as we're alive and we're kicking,
we can still do it.
We can still do it.
But it would have been nicer to get it done earlier, you know? I was a people pleaser too. I really was. I would suppress a lot of who I really was to try and fit in. And I
do that now.
That's something though that I wish I could tell myself too. Like my younger self is like, it's okay that not everyone likes you. Even up until recently, I was like, I don't want anyone to hate me. But the thing is, people are not really gonna like you anyway. Mm-hmm. You don't even have to be involved in anything. You could be friends with someone and then they just don't like you because of who you're friends with. And I'm like, wow. So now I'm just like, well,
I didn't have an issue with that growing up. I actually, when I say people pleasers, I was trying to please my parents, but the whole like, as a kid, I never tried to please people. I genuinely didn't care. I was okay with being a loner. I was okay with like, yeah, people were mean and that bothered me, but then I would get over it right away. I would let it go. I would just be like, oh, whatever. And I would move on. I'd do something else. I would, think something else. But now as an adult, I've done that. I would say my 20s were my hardest. And I would say that that's where I'm at now. So I would tell my 20-year-old self, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, people, exactly how you said, people are going to hate you. People are not going to like you. You do not have to change yourself or, try to be something else or someone else to try to fit with a group of people that really don't care about you the way you care about them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would tell that to my 20-year-old self. I would also say, invest. Save your freaking money.
Oh yeah.
Stop wasting your mother effing money. I regret that.
I regret that too.
Don't punch that old man in the face because you got fired from a really good job. She's a lot I would have told myself.
You know what I regret? Yeah. Is remember when I took your pictures and they came out so cute?
Yeah. I love those pictures.
I know. I regret being like trying to be like other photographers that I saw, and they're like, you're only supposed to give the models 5 pictures. I mean, I ended up giving you all of them, but
because I bugged the crap out of
it. And then Ina was like, dude, just give them to her. Just give them to her. Who cares? And I didn't know how much it meant to Cynthia that I did that.
Yeah, I actually thought so. Okay, so I've always been on things because that's something I would tell. Go dress up.
But it's because you're confident. That's why.
As a kid, I didn't care.
No, but I'm saying right in your.
Oh yeah. So I've always dressed chuntis. I'm gonna change that, but was it your idea or mine to do the pictures?
I think I wanted to photograph you because I wanted more like plus size models.
So she photographed me. She did my hair, makeup.
She did the flower crown. It came out so good.
Yeah, I don't know how I did it, but I fell in love with those pictures. I look good. I remember thinking like, damn. And I remember I texted her.
I'll throw up some of them in the video.
Yeah, I remember I texted her. And I'm like, hey, dude, like, can you send me the pictures? And she took her a while to edit them, but she did send them to me eventually. But dude, I fell in love with them. Like, we should do that again. Would you photograph me?
Yeah.
This time I want you to photograph me naked, though.
Oh my god.
Really? For real? I really want you to photograph me. I want to do, but those stay between us in a locked file. And the reason why I want to do it is because I want to experience nude photography. I want to try it. I want to try it. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot of me.
Oh my gosh, I have an idea. I'm like, what if it's like Aphrodite themed?
We can do that.
Like you come out of a conch and you're the pearl.
See, we can. I'll build a conch out of cardboard. That'd be a good idea.
Or styrofoam.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
Dude, that would actually be dope.
And then we can do. I would want to do like a Marilyn Monroe, like a Mija Marilyn Monroe. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you guys will probably know. We'll probably blur out the nipple.
Oh, those. Yeah. I thought you were talking about the white dress with the fan blowing.
Oh, I would do that too. I want to do that again. She's seen a whole lot of me. She's seen a whole lot of me. If you can go back with what you know now, if you can go back and one day, like, let's say God says, Stephanie, I'm gonna
go back and you can change something.
No. Oh. I'm gonna take you back, and the moment you're gonna begin is the moment you come out of your mother's womb. Everything that you lived, I'm not gonna erase. You're gonna keep that with you. What would you change? Well, yeah. What would you change? How would you start your life? You're a whole brand new baby. You're a little jet. What would you change?
Probably the way I treat my brother. Or I treated him.
Why? Tell me more.
Oh, I don't want to cry. I was such a mean sister. Huh, Chris? Yeah, I was a mean sister.
I don't think Chris cares. Like, well, I'm over here eating your papas.
He does. I know he does. I was a mean sister.
Oh, it's okay, Netta.
I would change that. That's one thing I would change. I'd be a better sister. I was thinking about something that I did, and like I didn't even like realize how messed up it was. And I was thinking about it yesterday, and I was like, why did I do that? Like, and always because of me, he would get the crap end of the stick.
I've been one of those that gets the shit end of the stick.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I understand you on that. I'm not going to talk bad about nobody, but I'm one of those dorks that would bend over backwards for people and do so but I did it because I wanted to be liked. Those were my 20s. I wanted to be liked. I wanted to be accepted. I wanted to feel love. I'm not going to talk bad about anybody. Crap happens. That was the past. But I would always get the crap out of the stick.
Yeah.
And usually I was pretty resilient, but eventually it's like my mom says, le echas piedritas al zapato, dude. Like, you get to that point where you're just like, F everybody. Like remember that one time I blew up? You were there remember? Yeah. The long time. So I had like a mental breakdown, and I literally was outside of Mijo's house, remember? And you were there. And I'm like, what did I say? Well, you know what? Don't repeat it, but
I don't remember.
But I was like, it's everybody. Like, I was just mad. I would, if I can go back, I would change. I would pay attention more in school. I would not allow teachers and people to treat me a certain way. Mm-hmm. And I would be wiser in the friends I chose. Like, you know what? Because one thing I've learned as an adult is you're just not going to click with people. I had one specific fallout with a specific person, and that fallout I'm thankful for, because I learned about me. I actually learned about me. But that fallout also taught me, like, you need to be smart what people you allow in your life. Just because someone sounds like, hey, they understand you or whatever, doesn't make them a best friend. Yeah. A best friend is someone you've known for years. I consider her a best friend. She's known me for how many years?
Over 10.
Easy. And she's been through it with me. My moments of mental breakdowns, moments of emotional breakdown, just all kinds of.
Like Kelsey on it too.
Yeah, Kelsey's the definition of a best friend. Not that you're not.
No, I know.
Kelsey's a definition of she's the type of person where she will take off the sweater on her back to give it to you. And she's done that for me. Like, when I moved to San Antonio for a year and a half, she gave me her car. Who does that? Mm-hmm. Seriously, nobody does that. She did that. You know, she has always been there for me. She's awesome. Yeah. This woman has seen my mental breakdowns. She's the one who dealt with me when I was falsely accusing her of being a victim. She's the one who's like, dude, ¿qué más quieres que haga? What do you want me to do, dude? I'm not God. I can't fix your problems. And I learned so much because of her. Now, not just them too. There's many people in my life where I learned things. I learned things with Lucy too. I learned the idea of boundaries because of Lucy. Mm-hmm. She's the one who taught me boundaries, and I never knew what that was until these are boundaries. So I learned that from her. But yeah, it's just, I would just tell myself, not everybody's your friend. Not everybody's gonna like you, and that's okay. We're not all meant to be buddies and each other's confidants. Like, it's okay. If someone doesn't like you, okay, move forward. You just don't click. There's going to be people out there, which what do you call me? I'm a what? I'm an acquired taste.
Oh, acquired taste.
By nature, I'm an acquired taste. That's what I am.
Yeah, you're escargot.
I'm escargot. That's literally, if you want to know my personality, I am an acquired taste. And that's okay. It's okay that people are going to be like, ooh, and then they're like, you know what, you're actually pretty cool, because that's how I am. And there's no shame in that. And there's nothing wrong with being like that. Mm-hmm. Nutters is more people right away, she's sweet. That's great. That's Nutters' personality. You know, everybody's different. Not everybody's going to be your friend. And that's what I've learned. And I just went off on a...
No, it makes sense, though.
That's what I've learned. So not everybody's your best friend. Let me go back to that. People are not... Just because you meet someone who has things in common with you, just because you meet someone who understands one part of your life or is into gaming, that doesn't mean they're your best friend. Mm-hmm. A best friend, I would call it, is very similar to being in a relationship with your other half, or even a marriage. And this is why, before you guys criticize, okay? It's work. It's work. It really is. Like, I've had to learn how to respect her boundaries. I've had to learn, like, hey, don't cross this, don't say this, and vice versa. She does the same thing with me. I've also dropped friends where we'll communicate, but it doesn't reciprocate, and we're just not feeling each other, and we're not friends anymore, and that's okay. That's okay. Or people growing. I used to have this friend. He was great. I loved him, but he moved on. He grew up. He has a career, and then I'm still where I'm at. He wants friends who fit him and his lifestyle. That's great. I'm still where I'm at. I got to figure my life. You know, and we grew apart. There's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. You know, best friends are people you've known for longer. I'm going to say at least, it's true what Raven Simone says, at least 5 years. Mm-hmm. Like, what do you think? What's your opinion on that?
Yeah. No, I agree with everything that you said. Yeah, literally.
Is there anything you want to add to it?
As far as friendships go, there are friendships that are going to feel easier than others. But I think with a little compassion and empathy, you can kind of understand people better. I think that's one of the things for me. There's very few people that I have actually pushed out of my life. Very, very few, because I try to be understanding. I may keep them more at a distance. I haven't really like cut off too many friends. There's maybe just one that I can think of that I've cut off. There was used to be two, but I allowed one back in, and because I saw that she's changed. I saw that she's bettered herself, and I decided, okay, that's fine. Like, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. And she's been really sweet, really. It's been good. It's been good.
That's good.
Yeah. So there's only like maybe one person that I've completely cut out of my life that I'm glad they're not part of my life. But yeah, like I think with a little empathy and compassion, I feel like you can understand people better. But yeah. Sorry, I'm still thinking about earlier.
What?
About what I would change.
Girl, I don't even think this video is just what I would change.
I know.
Actually, it is. Because it has to do with friendships.
Yeah.
What would you tell nutters 5 years ago?
Stay knowing God.
Yes.
Stay knowing God.
Yes.
Because the hardest part is yet to come, and no tienes ninguna idea. Well, maybe I'm sure there's gonna be harder times, but one thing that I would tell myself is lean on the Lord. Do not leave. Do not wander off. Like, literally, keep seeking Him, because He's literally the Prince of Peace. He's the only one that's gonna give you true peace.
Don't walk away from Him.
I had to learn the hard way. And
it's terrifying, huh? We should talk about that in one of the videos.
I'm down.
And we're probably most likely going to do that. But I think that's one of the smartest things. One of the dumbest things I've ever done is walk away from God.
Me too.
It hits you. See, it's one thing not knowing God, right?
Mm-hmm.
And going through life. And then there's another thing when you tasted His grace, you been in His presence, you've been there, and then you leave. Then you're like, what am I doing? Because there's peace in the Lord. See, like right now, I'm not living a Christian life. It's very obvious. You can see the way I am. My fruits speak for me. But I can honestly say I regret walking away from Him.
I do too.
I have had some of the hardest times. No, I'm not going to say some of the hardest times away from Him, because even when I was with Him, I struggled. My 20s were very hard. But it's hard when you don't have Him in your life. Mm-hmm. It's extremely hard.
It's lonely.
Like when you're with Him, you feel Him, like you're going to be okay. You have that. When you're not, you're like, you forget everything. This is going to be for another video, because I have so much to say about that. But it's so true. Like, it is the dumbest thing to walk away from Him. Mm-hmm. It really is. Oh man, that was a good one. Mm-hmm. That is a good one.
Yeah, that's one thing I would tell myself. But yeah, I was getting deep in things that took me away from Him. But
I would be so worried about you, dude.
Really?
Yes, pero nunca te dije, because like you would get kind of like
defensive, huh?
Yeah, and it's like one thing I learned, because I've been there with I'm not gonna say whose name, but I had a friend who walked away from God for a time, and they did what they wanted to do. They're now back with the Lord, and they're married, and they're happy. But one thing I learned in that relationship with that friend is you don't have the control, and always telling them you need to do this, it never works.
No.
Just don't judge them. Just be there for them. Let God do what He's got to do. You know, I don't know. That's what I've learned. So that's why when you said it, sí te decía like, girl, you shouldn't, but yeah. I would leave it at that, because I already know how it is. And it gets annoying too. It's kind of like, who are you?
Yeah. It's like people too. They'd be like, oh, you need, like, my dad would always tell me like, oh, you should start walking more. You should lose weight. Get a salad, blah, blah, blah. It's annoying. It's annoying to hear it. So, and like you would tell me too, hey, Mija, we need to lose weight,
Yeah.
But and then
she doesn't, and I know.
But it would be for like encouragement. It would be for, you were trying to encourage me, but when you're not ready, you're not ready. Yeah.
Would it bug you?
It would. Well, actually, it wouldn't bug me. Like, I knew I had to do it, but I just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
I had to want it myself. Yeah.
What I would tell myself 5 years from now, stay in Texas.
Really?
Or no. I don't regret my time in Texas.
Oh. I
shouldn't have done or contemplated doing the things that I did in Texas, because that was the dumbest thing ever. Mm-hmm. You remember how I got it? I was an idiot. But I should have left to Texas earlier. I should have, every time Kelsey told me, hey, you should come and move in, I should have done it. I should have
like tú hubieras aventado. Sí. Because no tenías...
Wait, ¿qué tengo? Yo no tengo marido, no tengo hijos. Soy yo sola.
You're two cats, mija.
Pues there we go. What did you say?
Por eso no piensas in like other, because it's just you.
Yeah. Yeah. So I should have done it. Like, I should have I should have just gone for it. Pero no me esperé until I was 30. And I should have stayed in Texas longer because I grew so much when I was over there. I would do it again. I would seriously move out in a heartbeat again. The only reason why I haven't is because I want to be with my mom. Because when you're away from your mom, so far away, and you see her on the phone, you're like, oh, she's getting so old.
Yeah, dude.
That's so, like, I'm not going anywhere until my mom croaks. And then I'm just gonna leave. Like, I'm not gonna tell anybody, and I'm out. I'm gonna disappear.
You're gonna tell me.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you. Of course, I'm gonna tell you. We're gonna keep in contact, but I'm not gonna tell you. I'm just gonna. I'm out. I'm not gonna say who, what, where, when, and why. I probably won't even tell you who, what, where, when, and why, so that you wouldn't, because you and my family are very close. But I'll tell you I'm okay, or maybe I would.
No, tell me.
Okay,
I'm not gonna tell them.
I should have stayed out. I should have left long. I should have left sooner. I should have left in my early 20s. I should have done it. I should have gone to Frisco or Dublin with Kelsey. I should have left to Texas. I should have done it. So younger people, do it. If you get the opportunity, take it. If someone invites you somewhere, and they're down to help you, do it. The worst that can happen is it doesn't work out and you move back. Do it. So when I was gonna move to Texas, I was so scared because San Antonio, where I lived, or just Texas in general, is the number one state for sex trafficking. Did I tell this story already?
No.
Okay, so I remember I was packing because I had rented a car. I got the money. I got everything. Like, yo solita, I got the apartment, everything. And I was loading up the car because I was going to move out. And then Nutters was there, like, for moral support. She literally just sat there and was like, oh, mija, try music, And I would tell her, hey, man, I'm scared.
I just want them to know, like, it's not that I didn't want to help her, but
something was up with
knee.
you.
It was my knee. Remember, I had a second surgery again.
It was something, but it was so funny, right? So she was there. She was making me laugh the whole time. Like, mija, like she'll be sitting there. She'd be like, mija, try this. I'd be like, girl, you're just sitting there. She's like, what? And then she would tell me, why are you taking your bike? It doesn't even fit. And I told her, girl, I'm scared of moving. And she's like, why? I'm like, because, like, human trafficking. Like, you know what this fool tells me? What did you tell me that is?
I said, mija, it's hard. It would be hard for them to take us big girls because we're so heavy.
She's like, girl, it'd be hard to kidnap you. It takes more than one person to kidnap. I'm not kidding. As funny as that is, I stopped being scared because of it, and I stayed fat for that reason.
Cynthia!
I swear, dude. I thought, you know what? That's so true. That's facts. Ain't nobody gonna kidnap a fat girl. I stayed fat for that reason, dude. I stayed big. No, I even shaved my hair. I looked like a straight up decadelic, and I did not care. I did not care.
You did shave your hair before you left.
I shaved. So I left. My hair was already short. I had shaved my head bald, like literally Mr. Clean. And then it grew out.
We'll put up a picture.
She'll put up a picture. And then it grew out. And then I remember I wanted a mohawk because when I went to Texas, I realized estoy sola. And because I'm by myself, I want to try new things. I should have gone though. Yeah, I would move out again. I learned so much when I was by myself. Guys, just so you know, this video is a little bit like everywhere. We didn't stick to one subject. We kind of had like a little moment because, So I hope you like it.
Yeah,
it was fun.
You got to know us more on a deeper level.
Somewhat, a little bit, just a little pequeñito. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Don't hang us.
That's terrible. But anyway, guys, I enjoyed this, and thank you for
being here with us.
Here at Mija Square.
All right.
I like how your mom's staring at us.